Hello everyone. So today we will learn how to create graphs or charts in a spreadsheet. So as you can see, we have already made a table which includes daily sales of Akshay. On the left hand side, it says temperatures like less than 15 degrees, 15 to 24 degrees, 25 to 34 degrees, 35 to 44 degrees. And as per the temperature, sale of ice creams in rupees. Like if the temperature is less than 15, uh, how much uh, how much revenue the Akshay has made, and if the temperature is around or between 15 to 24 degrees Celsius, how much sales in revenue the Akshay has made. So this is the amount of rupees the Akshay has made according to the various temperatures. So now what we will do, we will convert this table into a graph or a chart. So let's start doing it. First, what do you need to do? First, you need to select your table, okay? And after selecting your table, you need to go to the insert tab. So at the top, you can see there are various tabs like home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, or help. So to create a chart or a table, you need to go to insert tab, select the insert tab, and here you can see chart category. So you have the option of recommended charts. So we will not go into recommended charts right now. So you can see there is the first option which says insert column or bar chart. So let's click onto it. There are various options here: 2D column, 3D column, 2D bar, 3D bar. We'll go to the basic 2D column chart. Okay, so click on it. Now you can see we have made a graph of the table that we had, and let's discuss the various parts of this graph first now. But before discussing the various parts, what we will do, we will just format our chart. Let's try to change its layout. To change the layout, what we will do, we will select our chart, and at the top you will see a design tab over here, and select the design tab, and then on the left hand side go to the quick layout, click on it and choose the layout whichever you like. Okay, because I like this layout number 9 because it has it gives me a track of all the parts, so that's why I like this layout. So I'm going to select this layout. So now you can see the various parts. So as you can see, the heading of our table is daily sales of Akshay, but here in the graph it says daily sales of Akshay, sale of ice cream in rupees. So what we will do, we will select our heading, okay, and now we will delete the unwanted part. So now we have corrected our heading, and on the left hand side you can see the axis title, and here you can also see axis title. This is our x-axis and this is our y-axis, and as you can see, these are our temperature values, and these are our amount of rupees that Akshay has made. So what we will do, let's rename the axis titles also. So this is our x-axis, so I am going to rename our x-axis. So it says temperatures, so let's write temperatures here, and let's go to the axis title. This is our y-axis, and this is like we have two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Y-axis is our independent axis. The variable that we have on y-axis will be independent, and the variables that we have on the y-axis are called dependent variables, and these dependent variables, they depend on the values of x, so that's why they are called dependent variables. So
Now you can see we have renamed our both the axes, and you can see the blue color denotes the sale of ice cream in rupees. However, it is showing daily sales of Akshay. It has combined both the heading of the table and the second column. So what we will do, we will also try to edit our this part is called legend. So we will try to edit our legend. So to edit the legend, what you need to do, select the legend on your chart and then go to format or go to design, and in design you will find select data. Go to select data option, and here you can see a dialog box will appear on your screen, and in the dialog box you see here it says legend entries. So click on edit, and you want this thing to appear here. So what you will do, select the appropriate cell, and it has already changed the series name over here, and click OK. And now let's see if it has made any changes or not. So now you can see it has changed the name of the legend. Okay, now it is what you wanted it to be. So this is our graph, and this bar is specifically called bar graph. So now what we will do, we will save the changes. Go to file and click on save. And on the, I guess most of you will also be aware of how you can see from the how you can save from the keyboard. From the keyboard you can just press Ctrl S to save the changes, and this is how you can make a basic bar graph. And what other options you can you also have in this, if you suppose you have made a graph or a chart, if you wish you can also change the chart type or a graph type. How you can do that, select your graph once again, and once you double click on your graph, you can see there is an option that says change chart type. Once you click on change chart type, a box will appear on your screen, and if you want to change your chart type or a graph type, just select the option that you want. Like for example, I am going to change it to a pie chart. So let's see how it looks. You see, so once I changed the chart type, I changed it into the pie chart, and now you can see it's actually showing the distribution. It's showing the distribution of the sales that has been made. So this less than 15, it denotes this part, and let's get into more details. Yeah. So see, this is more detailed version of the pie chart graph that we made. So it actually shows you the percentage of amount, okay, that Akshay has made as per the temperature categories. So when the temperature was less than 15, the amount of sale that Akshay made is the 8% of the total sales. And when the temperature was between 15 to 24, Akshay made 17% of the sales. And when the temperature was between 25 to 34, Akshay made the sales which was about 28% of the total. And Akshay made maximum sales when the temperature was 35 to 44, and which is exactly the 47% of the total amount of sales. You can see each graph or chart type has a specific use. So depending upon your use, what kind of data you need or what kind of information you are looking for, you can choose the you can select your chart type or a graph type. So this is the one example we have covered. Let's try the another example. And here I have a table of roll of dice, and like we have conducted an experiment. The heading says roll of dice and phase of the dice, and the second heading is number of times the phase that contains ones has appeared, and number of times the face that contains 2 has appeared. So now let's try to make a graph or chart with this table. So as you are aware of, what we will do, we will just select our table and then we will go to insert tab once again, and in the insert tab once again let's make a pie chart of this table. We'll go to a pie chart and you see there are options that are coming 2D pie. So I have made a pie chart of our table, and what I will do, I'll try to get into the more details of our pie chart. So let's double click on the chart and close this. So select the option that you feel which is more appropriate or which gives you the more details regarding your data, because these charts are more useful in explaining what kind of data you have, or how you want to present your data. So we'll select this one. So we have made a pie chart as per of the roll of dice table that we had, and you see this blue color denotes 17% of the total number of cases that we had. Okay, so for example, the total times that we thrown the dice is 30. So out of 30 we have 5 times it appeared 1. So here you can see, which percentage of 30 it is, and similarly you can also see about regarding 2, it makes the 13% of the total number of the dices, or the number of cases, or the number of times you threw the dice. And the third, it says 8, so 4 is 2, 5 is 3, and 6 is 8. So like we said, the maximum number is 27, which is 8 times. So and 8 times 6 number came when we threw the dice, and the number 6 came 8 times. So it makes the number 6 or 3. So there are two numbers, which is number 6 or 3. These two numbers covers the most part of the pie chart. So if you can add all of them, it will make 100%. So this thing you need to always remember. When you add the total all the percentages of the pie chart, it will always sum up, or it will always be 100%. So 27%, 27%. If you want to calculate, like if someone asks you, like I have thrown a dice, and I threw a dice 30 times, and out of 30 only 5 times 1 came. So if so now from this chart you can also you can see it very easily that it is 17%, right? It is 17%, it makes 17%. So these are the two graph types that we have, or there are various types of graphs that you can also make, but however you just need to use these or learn these basic graphs. And there are various graph types like bar graph, pie chart, and there are scatter lines, area graph. Every graph have its own use. So however, right now focus on pie chart and graph and bar graph. So initially these two will be more easy to work upon, and later on, depending upon your uses and what kind of use you are looking for, then you can get into the other kinds of graphs or charts. So till now we will only cover these two topics, or these two charts. So we'll see you once again. I'll talk to you once again in the next video, and in the next video I'll discuss about what is custom sort and how to do it, and what are filters and how to use filters, and what is subtotal. and how to do it. So till then, take care of yourself, stay at home, and take care, not only take care of yourself, take care of your family as well. So stay at home, stay safe, and take care of yourself. Bye bye.